why it's important for people like Gunny and Mayhem and myself to step up and actually start putting boots on the ground and doing shit about this, because we understand the military does a very good job of making you understand that you are one team, and you're only as strong as the weakest person in your unit, right? You're only as strong as the weakest person in your squad or your fire team or whatever, right?
Yep.
And you have to be able to recognize where your weaknesses are, address them, fix them so that you can overcome them, right? And that's something that veterans and active duty personnel are really good at doing. When it comes to organizing, planning, executing a mission plan, that's something that we have experience doing, and that's something that more veterans need to. The thing that pisses me off more than just an apolitical citizen is an apolitical veteran. That pisses me off so much. That makes me so goddamn angry. I can't see straight. And this idea that you can just sit back and enjoy your time on the ground. No, sorry, bud.
I 1000% agree with that. Like that, there's nothing more irritating than people who have been in any form of public service and is like, yeah, I'm just not going to vote. I mean, I have a whole video that I made about people who just felt like sitting out, like, fuck it, I'm not participating. It's horse shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's why I think like movements like this are so important to not just gain traction, but gain eyes and attention, so that not just the people that are on the outside are seeing what's happening, but the people that are on the inside are also seeing what's happening, right? You've got people that are on the inside. You got people at the VA that are wanting to do the right thing. They're wanting to stand up for the veterans that are coming to get care there and for the employees that are working at the VA who are at risk of losing their jobs. But it's terrifying to put your livelihood on the line if you don't think that there's any support for you on the outside of the system. So when you have a large group of people showing up in the streets saying this is unacceptable, you empower those people that are on the inside trying to do the right thing to actually do the right thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And by the way, guys, here's something else I want to tell you about vets. Okay. Make this statement, right? Veterans and civilians are welcome at this march. Make this statement standing next to your vets. And I promise you, those will be the same guys that answer the call for your cause when it is for the country. I mean, and that's the deal. That's the whole thing behind the grassroots movements like this, right? Because you're now going to know somebody and you say, hey, man, will you come walk with us? Because this is what we have going on. And they're going to remember your name and your face when you came out and marched with them on some random Wednesday, right? They're going to remember you. That's who we're trying to connect you with. And by the way, there's you know, like I said, 1,200 organizers inside that system, inside my Discord server right now. And they are connecting with each other. We got Pennsylvania organizing themselves, Missouri organizing themselves. Florida's got quite a few people. Texas, believe it or not, has the most. So we've got people all over now. Gunny is our Indiana state leader. All right. We just saw somebody in the comments saying, oh, Gunny, I didn't know you were in Indiana. Well, get in touch and see how you can get on the ground and help the efforts that Gunny has going on down there. And, you know, when we have these opportunities to support creators like Mr. Jones, who's, I don't know how you're doing it, my man.
Barely.
You know, all the time you see it. Right. Look, we need to amplify those voices. Yes, Mr. Rice, we do have Sacramento, California, by the way, is my hometown. Yes, we do have people in Wisconsin. I've got family there as well. So I actually graduated high school in Wisconsin, but I grew up in California. So just seeing these comments. Well, see, I'm a Cowboys fan, so it was real tough. All right.
Oh, shit, tough. Man.
Yeah.
Is that even legal?
I was going to say.
No, not anymore.
How many warrants are out for
too close to the border? Oh, yeah. That was the 90s, sir. That was the 1900s.
Hey, listen, right? I mean, I have no love left for Brett Favre, but if you weren't a Brett Favre fan in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s, I don't know who the fuck you were following.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That shit was wild. For sure.
Gunslinging like you've never seen before.
That shit was nuts.
Yeah. Well, I actually had a bet with my she was my like public relations teacher in high school. Huge cheesehead, man. And I, you know, they were playing in the playoffs. You guys probably remember they're playing in the playoffs. And I was like, well, thank God you guys got Brett Favre because it's a guarantee he's going to throw the game away for you.
Right.
And we bet.
Is he going to throw you into a win or throw you out of one?
Out of one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he definitely threw him out of one, right? Like just a Hail Mary. And Brian Dawkins is like standing there in the end zone, man, and just picked it off, and it was just, I came in and I've never been, I tend to dislike having messy fingers, but I tell you, I really dug into that sandwich in the back of class just to rub it in that much more.
No,
That's brilliant.
Yeah, no, he was either going to pull off a miracle win or the most embarrassing
ridiculous laws
yeah, that you've ever seen. Like the cross-body, cross-field pass at his last game with the Vikings. I was like, when he could have literally just kept running and walked right into the end zone. There was nobody on that side of the field. I was like, what was that?
But why?
I said, was that intentional?
Of course it
was. So, the routing of the Kansas City Chiefs this year, though, is something that I never in a billion years had on my bingo card. I never thought that was possible.
Love to see it.
Well, that's a shame.
Love to see it.
Listen,
love to see it.
I'm not I don't watch the NFL that much anymore. It's really not my thing. It hasn't been, Kaepernick. But that Patrick Mahomes kid is Hall of Fame great, easily.
Oh man. I remember the.
How many Super Bowls he been to already? 5? 6 seasons
that,
as a starter, 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah. Yeah, he's ridiculous, man.
What?
Hey, I just wanted to add something to the money out of politics real quick.
You're not allowed to talk about the Chiefs, Quentin.
For everybody in the chat that's probably asking yourself, what can I do? How can I get involved? This and that. So, interestingly enough, like I fly this flag that's in my background back here on the back of my Harley, right? Mm-hmm. That was kind of like my bold statement here in Southern Indiana in our red state. As of late, though, and specifically twice today, since being a part of this movement as of last week, people have actually complimented my flag and came over. And so what it's done is facilitated conversation. I had I just went out to go get some water and some power waffles and this and that, right? I had 2 30-minute conversations with 2 individual people that liked my flag and they wanted to know how they can get involved. And I was able to engage in a very kind of an elevator speech type scenario where I said, this is my politics, this is what we're doing. Here's my Discord, here's my information. This is what you can do to get involved. So if you're not one of those people that can get involved and do a lot of the super detailed stuff on the high level, it's really about just opening your mouth about what we're talking about right here and communicating that to other people that you live around and just spreading the word. Something as simple as that. Because today I met with 2 people, took me an hour, and I've already got their information. And that's how you grow a movement like this, like you said, at the grassroots. And if all you can do is do that, just do that.
Absolutely. And yes, we do. I've seen several states pop up. Honestly, guys, at this point, there's very few states that we don't have. I think I haven't seen. Yeah, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on Threads, Substack, X. We're going to be getting on with Ford News coming up on X, and we'll be streaming there. But look, guys, it really is about the movement. It's not about anything other than how you can step in. Like we said, we're not accepting donations. You can't buy your way into this. This is something like you gotta make phone calls. You gotta write emails. You gotta get out on the street and hold a sign. Okay. Look, we're just doing this grassroots. It shouldn't cost our best and brightest, $200 million to run for president. Okay, if they're doing a good job and they're making good decisions, that's who we want. And it shouldn't cost them an arm and a leg. We should enable those people to be leaders in our communities.
Yeah, I agree with you. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to take grassroots movements, grassroots efforts in order to combat all of the things that are actively taking place in our country right now. my dad and I had this conversation. Go ahead.
We've got.
Oh shoot! What the heck is going
I
on
don't.
down there?
I don't know who that is down there, but I don't know if they realize they're up here or not.
I don't think they do. Stephen Jones, what up? All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Will Smith in the house.
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
What's up?
What's going on?
Oh man, I'm doing great. I just wanted to tell you gentlemen, I appreciate the dialogue. I'm a combat veteran, 28 years U.S. Army.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, we've led this nation before, and we're not going to roll over. We'll lead this nation again. Like I said, just tell me what I can do. I live in Texas, up in South Texas. What can I do to kind of get the ball rolling down here? I'm all in.
That's great. That's great news, and that's what we like to hear. I'm not sure if Vader's lawyer is still in the comments, but he is our state leader down in Texas, and like I said, we've got a lot of people down there mobilizing. It's a big state, we know that, so we've got multiple points of contact for the different regions down there. Same thing in Florida, and certainly, Mr. Jones, we've got a large presence in Florida. I think even our national medical team leader is from Florida, so you please let us know how we can support the efforts that you have going on down there with boots on the ground. We'd love to be a part of it, because it isn't just, again, it's not just about getting money out of politics. It's about connecting with people that are active locally. We're connecting with common cause. A reporter that lives in Atlanta was down in Selma for the 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday today. And, he met last night at a meet and greet with Virginia, and her last name is slipping me. It's on my phone here, but she's the CEO of Common Cause. We're going to connect with them. This is about building a coalition of folks everywhere in our nation, okay, so that not only can they march with us, and they already have these networks established, but also so that when you have something that you need to get done, I can tell you one of the next projects that people are talking about taking down with to nonprofit is term limits, right? So how do we apply nationwide pressure to accomplish that? And those are things that we want to make sure that we answer.
I dig it. Listen, I'm interested in doing whatever I can, to help. I've been so adamant about removing or changing campaign finance laws since 2015.
Or changing campaign finance laws since 2015.
Where's that
Or
coming
changing
from?
campaign finance laws since 2015. Or changing campaign finance laws since 2015.
Thanks. Oh, was that Matt? Oh shit! I was like, what happened? But yeah, I've been working. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was working on campaigns with people running for the state house in Virginia, and running for Senate and Congress before I moved here to Florida, like that was something that I encouraged all of them to make part of their campaign. I was like, look, people want to know that you are going to DC to represent their interests. Not the interest of corporations, not the interest of the person, you know what I'm saying, who cut you the largest check, but the interest of the average, everyday American citizen. And if that is not your charge, if that is not your cause, then we don't need you. And this is why I'm constantly talking about how I'm truly not interested in being represented any longer. And I think that a lot of American citizens feel that way. I think a lot of American citizens are like, you know what? I'd rather not participate in politics at all. I'd rather not vote. I'd rather sit this out. And a lot of it has to do specifically with us not being represented by the representatives. So we got a caller. Hello, caller. Name, age, and where are you calling from?
Is this not Sam?
Damn, why'd you hang up?
That's a child, bro. I can't talk to them.
Oh, my bad. I was about to say it is Sam, but I guess not.
Like, I'm not about to sit here and talk to nobody's kids online. Where are these people's parents at? He sounded like his nose was running. Literally. Did he say this is not Sam? Is this what it right here? What happened to Matt and Gunny? They get kicked?
Okay. It said something about going to subscribers only chat.
Oh.
Sorry, I do subscribe, and when I did, I
Sorry about
got
that, buddy. Let me fix it. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's okay. No, it's okay. I want to subscribe it. When I came back to subscribe, I caused the echo, so I had to drop it and then.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you haven't, guys, please do subscribe to Mr. Jones.
Oh, hold on. What the heck? I didn't. Okay, hold on, y'all. I did not mean to do that at all. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Yeah,
I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, it's a sub line.
What the heck? I don't know why I did that. All right, hold on, y'all. There's nothing I can do. I have to restart it. I don't know how it did that at all.
Yeah.
All right, give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Come right back, y'all.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck I did. It was an accident though. Please forgive me. But welcome back. Tap the screen, share the live, do all the things. Somebody said they can't hear. Well, because the mic wasn't turned on. Sorry about that, Gunny.
That's okay.
I totally messed that up. I don't know how though. Quentin was like, "Yeah, you did it." I was trying to click out of the screen because I hit the wrong button. But that's what I wanted to do. Leslie, thank you so much for sending the $95. I appreciate you. So part of what I was supposed to do today, but we were outside changing the brakes on the car. I was teaching Quentin and Christian how to do brakes on a car. You know, dad shit. And I did it with my painted nails. For those of you who are wondering.
Just to clarify, I did like the whole driver's side by myself, but
No, the hell he didn't. It sounds good though. It sounds good.
Do you get as much hate on your painted nails as I do?
Oh, bro, I would say at least 25 to 30% of the comments coming from men are about my nails, especially on YouTube. I would say say 75 or 80% of them. I'm like, but y'all can't build a house. I can. You can't fix plumbing or HVAC or electrical. I can. You can't swap a transmission or change brakes or damn near even change a flat tire. I can. So
Yeah. I did a post the other day because everybody else was using shit about it. Because I had to put a new sump pump in my basement.
Oh, for real?
And I said, I put a whole new sump pump in my basement with my painted nails.
Right. No, I do that all the time. I was doing flooring in our old house, and I recorded a bunch of video of me doing the flooring, and I kept showing my nails.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, but
Hey,
I don't, like I said, I
can
don't
you hear pretty well?
Yeah, no, we can hear you great.
Okay. I can't see anything. I got no visual.
Oh, really? Scroll out and scroll back. Or turn your camera on and turn your camera back off, and it should pop back up.
Oh, I can't even. Let's see.
Oop. Whoopsies.
Hey, are you using Streamlabs or OBS?
OBS. Yeah. You know what? That was crazy. Like everything will be absolutely fine for like 2-3 days, and then just one day randomly, nothing wants to work. And I don't
Does
understand.
you have a lot of lag on YouTube?
Usually I don't. Well,
Yeah.
YouTube is always somewhat delayed behind TikTok.
Yeah.
But usually, no, I don't. But recently, I've heard people say that there is some delay. So I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I have OBS and I just signed up for Restream.
Restream, you can't stream vertically.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
and it
true.
hurts your YouTube when you can't stream vertically.
Oh, okay. See, and I had Streamlabs, and then I couldn't figure out how to get a camera to connect on there, or at least my GoPro. So I was like, well, I'm going to start back over at OBS. It doesn't cost me anything, and I went out with it. But yeah, so I'm trying to do the multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch and all that shit at the same time, but it's a fucking process.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm not a creator by any stretch of the imagination. So
Why aren't you?
just because I mean I've been deploying, man. I've got 14 deployments in 21 years, and
No,
so,
I'm saying, why aren't you now? Like, how are you not?
I'm still in. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, not like in the way that I don't know anything about what you guys are talking
Oh,
about.
you're still in the military now?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
shit.
reason I'm keeping it. Yeah,
Nah, I did.
I'm my
Bro,
freaking.
next time, just say no. Like, hey, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go anywhere else.
Oh no, that's done now, man. I'm getting medically retired. So as soon as I get my papers, I'm taking this mask off, and we're gonna charge on. My organizers and things. There's a few of them that know who I am, and we've met and things like that. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, I'm not doing anything illegal or anything. It's just that
There is policy.
there's well, and I'm technically violating policy, but I don't want to be technically in the military like I need to be while I fight all that stuff. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's just we're gonna upset a lot of rich folks. You know that. So
I don't, and I talk about this all the time, and Gunny, I'm sure you've heard me mention this before, but how did we go from 2008 swearing up and down that the Democrats only cared about billionaires and the elite to 2024 elections where they voted the billionaires and the elite, and now all of a sudden they're caping for they're super rich. Why if you tax the rich, everything's gonna be more expensive? They're creating all the jobs. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, they still think economics is going to work too.
yeah, a lot of these people are Reagan era. I mean, look, but I think the good news that I'm seeing is that the younger generation is just really not about
Yeah,
any of that stuff.
Yeah, no, they're with the shit.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, you're not about to gaslight us. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
So the greatest generation, we can call the silent generation because
Right.
they didn't do shit. They didn't protest. They didn't fight back. The men went to go fight in the war, and then they came home and died slowly.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Literally.
And then we have, the boomers, and they were too busy, doing peace and love shit.
And not paying attention.
And not paying attention to anything. And didn't even raise us. Like Gen Xers and elder millennials, I'm literally I guess like in between days, and I mean literally days, Gen X and millennial or whatever. So I'm like the eldest of the eldest. I think they call it a zennial or something like that. Gen
Okay.
X, zennial, I don't know. Regardless, we raised ourselves. Nobody raised us. Our parents were at work. And when they came home, they went to bed.
Yeah. I mean,
But in the summertime, we watched ourselves. We were out. Like when I say we were outside, we were outside.
that's how you found out how hose water tastes. Because at a certain
Absolutely.
point, after a certain age, mom stops answering that door just because you knock on it.
When I tell you we were outside, we
You
were
have been told.
legitimately outside. Like we were all over. Man, don't tell me where we can and can't go. Like,
Right.
how would you know? You're at work all day.
Yeah, that's about the age you figure out.
Like-
You just say what you know you need to say.
You gotta stay on this block. You go from this stop sign to this stop sign. I'm like, all right, cool. I'd be on the other side of the county on my bike.
Hey, but man, when you got caught. You know, I remember weighing these things as a kid. You know, is it worth it? How long am I going to be over the line? You know, my parents made it real clear that 2 minutes late was late.
Oh, listen, when the street lights came on, buddy.
Look out.
Yeah, my dad come looking for you. And then even say crazy shit like, you better get home before I get home. I'm like, bro, you're in a car.
Yeah.
Like,
what does that even mean?
You got 4-wheel drive. I got 2 feet. Like, what do you even mean? What does that mean? Or what? I was like, I might as well not come home. Fuck it.
Hit you with some you'll get it out.
Right. I'm like, listen,
I wasn't the one that was late.
I'm gonna just go ahead and stay here. Right? Yeah, it doesn't seem like this ends well either way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stay here.
I would like to defer this. That's what it's
right. That's what the hell lay away.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up about 9 days before Christmas. You know, I'm mess up this month.
Do y'all remember layaway?
Oh yeah,
100%.
I swear that was the only way to buy shit when I was a kid. I thought that's the only way you could buy things. We never went home. We never went home with it.
Hey, I look at so forward. They don't even do layaway anymore. A lot of places, you know that?
Oh no, they don't do. I don't know a place that does layaway. I don't know of any. If I'm wrong, you know, somebody can tell me I'm wrong, but I don't know of any place that does layaway.
Y'all remember Kmart?
Yes, Kmart layaway. That's what I was talking about.
What did you layaway?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, was there another place? The Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah.
You had Burlington, Hallmark, and Walmart.
Hold on, Burlington what?
Hallmark and Walmart.
Hallmark?
Yeah.
Like the Hallmark
Burlington.
store has layaway?
Yeah, offers layaway at select stores from July to December.
What the fuck you gotta buy at Hallmark? That's that expensive.
I'm just saying.
What the fuck? I'm buying all of my Christmas gifts at Hallmark this year. I'm gonna put shit on layaway just because I can.
You gonna forget about losing money
I
now?
sure the fuck will. Everybody is as good as gone.
Hey, as a vet with TI, I am a creature of habit. I have messed around. The other day, and this is like somewhat funny and somewhat sad, but the other day I was telling my wife, I was like, man, I'm hungry. She's like, you got those smart balance meals or whatever in the freezer. I said, oh, you're right. I don't need to waste any money. I'll put this thing in the microwave for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I came back in the kitchen. I said, baby, I am starving. Like, I'm about to go grab something. And she was looking me dead in my face. Like, what? We just spoke about this. You got an entire meal that is now cooked.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second.
No worries.
I mean, they still have that 80s thing where you could like buy shit on credit.
The star card. Oh yeah, they do.
Oh, at the commissary at APHIS?
Yeah, the commissary of the PX. Yeah, you can if you want, you can get brushes on credit. You can be a company man.
No way.
Yeah. But they actually do. If you're an on base high, like if you live on base, you live in the barracks, it's actually not a bad deal because you can get additional like cash back on gas, and gas is already. It's not in South Carolina cheap, but it's already cheap because it's untaxed. And then, so there are some good benefits. So if you stay on base, having one of those cars isn't bad. They have like BOGOs and stuff at lunch.
I miss being able to shop at the commissary because it's so less expensive than when it was out in town. But I lived on base at Lagoon, and of course on Hawaii too. Now you almost have to live on base in Hawaii because it's so damn expensive out there just to shop. But yeah, I wish we had a commissary here so I could please.
Hey, listen.
Yep.
Let me tell you what I loved about the commissary the most. Let me tell you what I loved about it the most. Is that I never had, like when the new Jordans came out, I never had to worry about them not being there.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Never, not once. I'm like, I wouldn't get up early in the morning or nothing. I was like, yo, they'll still be there when I get there. Yeah. I'll be just fine.
It depends on where you're stationed, though. Now,
Well, that's true. That's true. That is absolutely true. When we were stationed, when my ex was stationed in California, that was not the case.
Oh yeah.
But everywhere outside of that, no problem. No problem at all.
I was just in California November, so I got a bunch of family out there, and shoot, I ran down. I got me on BART and ran down the outlets in the Bay from the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
Man, picked up a pair of J's, pair of Zoom Blazer, Miz, $100.
Bay Area Rapid Transit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, my aunt and uncle lived out there for a long time. I remember riding on that when we went out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I mean, we are in
I
fact
was about
sitting
to
right
say.
next to each other, but we're on different cameras. But yeah, so I worked for the Department of Defense for a short period of time for a Defense Contract Audit Agency, and then I was in corporate America.
And what are you doing now? Is this your full time gig now? Then
Social media?
yeah.
No, not necessarily. So me and No Rads, we have a nonprofit. We have our own independent clothing lines. We do studio work for people like outside of here. But where I get the vast majority of like my personal income is grant writing and speech writing for other organizations or politicians. I do community engagement consultations for other organizations, like how they can get involved in their community, what actions would garner them support within the community, so on and so forth. So same thing with politicians. It's kind of like similar to what a campaign manager would do, except for like I don't tell them necessarily. Like I'm not analyzing data and checking like how polling is doing or any of that shit. I am more like the boots on the ground. Hey, let's go do a town hall. Let's actually listen to the people, and then let's develop policy around what the actual constituents are saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And that's absolutely beautiful work. And I think that's the type of thing that we would like to see, supported in every state, right? And I think that's something that people can get by. See, and I think that's where we've really that's if I had to say a mission beyond getting money out of politics, because I mean that's really the first step to us having engagement with our local leaders, right, when they're paying attention to us and not paying attention to fundraising and the corporate donors that might launch attack ads at them if they don't play ball. And so being able to I would just love, because people are upset, and I think that's one of the biggest questions that I get to my and I've seen it. I mean, we had Will come up, and I've seen it in the comments. How can I get involved? What can I do to for my community? And the beautiful part of it is this is a common cause to get money out of politics that everybody supports, but they're not going to stop wanting to be involved after that's done. In fact, I think it'll be motivating to be more involved.
Yeah, I mean,
More
because
motivating to be more involved. Yeah.
yeah, it's because it's going to be an ongoing thing. Yeah, exactly. You just don't do this and then just say, okay, done, good. We had the march. Now let's go do what we were doing before.
Right. Yeah. Now let's go back to screaming at each other. It's working great, Like,
Exactly.
and that's the cool part too, is for those of you that don't know that would like to get involved, the Discord's in my link tree. We're connecting with creators and organizations that are doing all kinds of awesome work. That's really the only way to get involved, is to get out there and put in some elbow grease. And voter turnout inevitably, right? Because people are aware that corporations are buying everything. Voter turnout, when they finally feel like a difference will be made by their effort, will increase. And when we have engagement from our entire country, I think that's where we'll start to see some positive changes.
Gotcha. So can
They have widespread success in doing this across states. Then that gives them power, like we talked about earlier. These states tend to pass things in groups. You squeeze one state, it's really profitable. You set up another corporate headquarters, you squeeze the next state, it's really profitable, but you're doing this on the backs of everyday people. And then once they get enough states involved, they get federal legislation passed. And it's usually, something you don't notice in some sort of omnibus bill. And so what we're trying to do is stop this at the grassroots and also federal level. So we're attacking this two-pronged, right? So first of all, we're marching on Washington 27 July with our stated goals, 2 million people, a veteran-led march to stand up to this money in politics. And it's not a protest, guys. It's a demand. It's a demand for them to pass legislation that stops insider trading, that stops equity positions in Congress, right? Like, for example, and this is the example I give because it's one of the worst to me as a service member, but there was somebody serving on the Armed Services Committee, and they had $100,000 position in Boeing, and then awarded Boeing the contract that they were seeking, right? It's things like that call into question, for me as a vet, for you as an American citizen, are these decisions being made in the best interests of our country or the best interests of my pockets? Right. And so by getting that influence out of there and stopping the attack ads and stopping people having unlimited spending to get their name out there, you have to get your name out there by doing the right thing for your constituency. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, I mean, but how much longer? Because they say this. Bernie did, AOC did. A lot of Congress people and senators did in their their campaigns. But how many? And that's why I like when I first heard your mission. I'm like, yeah, that's for me. But how many more politicians need to run on getting money, dark money out of campaign financing and shit like that, and then get into the Senate or into the House of Representatives and do fuck all? Like, how many times do we need to hear that same rhetoric before we're just like,
Well, and that's what's been missing. And
that.
Right. We see this a lot. So here's the thing, and this is what they've been getting away with, guys. And it's real simple. I spent some really, really hard, long, critical thinking sessions against this problem set to figure out how we could get some movement on it, because you're absolutely right. We get promised things all the time and they don't happen. But here's my perspective on that. Congress has 535 members that we elect, 538 potential voting members, right? And so that's all that, and they each represent, let's just say, for one state, you got 7 of those people. If you convince all 7 of those people and all the legislators at the state level that they also work hand in hand with for your state, that X law is good for you, great. Now, the 7 of us have to go in there and convince 528 more people to agree with us.
Right.
That's not an easy thing to do when everybody has different interests. And they can always say we have different interests. And that's why I was able to see that the missing piece of this is us connecting the states.
Mm-hmm.
Campaigning in your state is not enough. Campaigning your message in 50 states is what you have to do. Right. And there's not that many messages, right, that are universal like that, but there are some. And it just so happens that the messages that are universal like that are the most important messages for us to send to get real change in our government. 1, money out of politics. 2, some people, the best argument I've heard so far is term limits, right? Do we need to we know when our Constitution was written and when our systems were set up that, life expectancy was not 85 years old. And as luck would have it, we've got justices living into their 90s, right? Must be a pretty cushy job.
Must be. Well, I mean, also they have that fantastic part of the fucking healthcare in the, in the government. So
in the DMV. Yeah. No, we really do, and that's another thing, right? And you brought this point up, Mr. Jones. I really loved it when you said, they'll tell you not to go to school and that it's going to poison your kids. It's to those very same schools they're sending their children. So they don't want us to have, and I say us, I'm a veteran, so we've got it, but I mean, think about the populations they care about the most, right? Our legislators, our Supreme Court justices, right? Our Congress people, friends, they all have universal health care.
Right.
Our military, we've got universal, my health care is good. So if we're going to say that's not important and no, it's not a right and all that stuff, why do we give it to our most respected populations in our country and not to the least respected populations in our country?
Exactly that. Like I think, and what really bothers me is so many people, especially conservatives, consider themselves Christians, right? Like, then why, when the Bible says, whatever you have done unto the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you have done unto me, that was Jesus speaking. And so he's like, take care of the sick, take care of the unhoused, invite the stranger in. Not turn him away, invite him in. Feed the hungry, give drink to those who are thirsty, clothe the unclothed, visit those that are in prison, you know what I'm saying, and minister upon them.
Yes.
And they're like, nah, fuck woke Jesus. I prefer Jim Crow Jesus.
Right.
Like, I like my Jesus hating the queers, except for Jesus never did that. I like my Jesus to force women to have babies, but Jesus didn't do that either. Yeah. I want my Jesus to tell you to get your lazy ass up and pull your bootstraps up to your butt cheeks, but he didn't do that.
I do not remember him telling anybody to heal themselves.
Not once. He didn't, like when he was multiplying the loaves of bread and the fish, he didn't say, all you lazy broke some bitches, you line up over here. And those of you who got a job in hefty bootstraps, you line up over here. He didn't do that. He said, here.
This is the land of opportunity. What's holding you back?
I had a white Christian nationalist approach me in the parking lot yesterday at CVS because they saw my flag, and he came. I was talking to my mail carrier. He just happened to be there. He's like, "Oh, I recognized you. I saw your motorcycle with the flag, and I want to talk to you." So we're standing there talking, and he comes over to me. Don't know this guy from Adam. He comes up to me right in my face, like real close. He goes, "I just want to tell you that flag over there is offensive." Or no, he goes, "It's filthy." I'm like, "What?"
Tell him
filthy?
To cry to his therapist.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Filthy? What do you mean?" He goes, "The words that you're using there against Trump is fucking is filthy. I'm a Christian.
Trump is filthy."
And I'm like, oh, okay, so you're just
bro, you got to sweep
another
your own porch before you come over here talking crazy shit. Sweep your own porch.
I'm like, I'm minding my own business, talking to my mail carrier, and he came. Now, granted, I expect it to some degree because I am flying the flag. I get it. But I'm in a personal conversation with somebody in the parking lot, and he walks over like 20 feet just to make that fucking statement. And I mean,
Gunny, you're a better person.
Gunny, you know what?
I
love you, but I got to agree. I got to agree that that language is offensive. May I suggest, and you guys don't have to take my advice, even though I'm offended by that language. In order to prevent people from being offended by the F word, perhaps you should consider rebranding a little bit, and putting Trump as a bottom on your flag.
Power bottom, specifically.
Because I feel like it's possible. I mean, kids know that word, you know?
Hey, listen, when I asked
that might be slightly less offended.
I said, are you a bottom? And he was like, maybe.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, I don't really want to throw any stones from my glass closet, I think is what he...
Yeah.
It was not a glass house. It was not a glass house.
I was like, yeah, methinks thou dost profess too much.
Right. Listen, I want you guys to know we're spewing some real ideas here. So if there's any person that is part of this community that is not writing this down and making these shirts,
right?
Okay, I would implore you to put your favorite politician in a little glass box and say it's not a closet and we can see you on it. I don't know, just something like that.
Right. Lindsey Graham.
Well, I think
Mike Pence.
I've heard something about why they really want Starlink. I heard it has more bandwidth and interfaces well with
Fast
grinders.
streams.
Yeah, that's right.
Makes
Don't have to wait
sense.
for anything
Makes
to
sense.
load.
Maybe
All
they
right, I'm
won't-
done, guys. I'm done.
Hey,
Maybe they
so
won't crash grind. Maybe it won't crash Grinder at the next RNC.
maybe not.
Right. No, they know that. They've seen the stats. They're aware. That's the importance of it.
So
I'm telling you, man. Trump
my
at the
s-
bottom of the winning flag. I'm gonna let
oh,
it go
for
though.
sure.
I
My
like it.
son was telling me that they have taken all of the racial slurs that were meant for black people and rebranded them for MAGA.
Oh, I want to hear this list.
Yeah.
So porch MAGAs, field MAGAs.
Oh my God.
I was like, bro, what? So I was like, that gives me an amazing idea.
Right.
Because
Several.
people know I'm famous for saying field whites. I was like, hold on, this is great. Like, I've been waiting for this my whole life. Why didn't I think of this? So I'm going to make a shirt where a homely, we'll say homely, looking white person is looking at Trump and Elon. I'm talking about like tattered clothes. Might as well have a bindle with him. Not a bindle. I'm really joking about that part of it. But anyways, but looking obviously, not well off. And he's going to have like one of those little bubbles where he's talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we can't stand them pores, can we, boss?
Right. That's right. I love it.
Pores.
Them pores. We sick, boss? Yeah, we sick.
Yeah, and then you gotta have a thought bubble coming off of
security.
him. Yeah, that says go be poor somewhere else.
Right, exactly.
Come
Like
on.
no, Trump's thought bubble should say, "You'll never get a Mar-a-Lago membership."
You're not coming.
Right. And Elon has to be holding baby X in front of him because human shield and all.
Kevlar.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Kevlar X.
Savage.
And his thought bubble is gonna be like, do I get Secret Service protection too?
Kinda. Oh man,
I'm kind of shocked that Baby X doesn't have his own little Secret Service outfit since they're giving him out and tokenizing kids with him. Hold on, y'all.
All right, so we have maggot, we have magger, we have porch maggot, personal favorite, magaboo, moon maggot, we have magz, we have maganini, and then for special appearance, just because I like throwing this in there every blue moon, muskrat.
Oh, that is fun. Please post a link to that in your bio.
Oh
or
my
something. I gotta find
god.
that.
Maganini is crazy.
That's wild work right there. Hey man,
I don't feel like
Hey,
they can
Gunny.
ever be. I don't feel like any of these can ever be used to speak about black people again. I feel like we've given it back. Like, here you go, you can have this back.
Yeah.
It didn't really suit us.
Yeah. You should have picked a word that sounded a lot more different.
Right. Elongated muskrat is crazy. Rodents of unusual size.
Oh my goodness! Not Princess Bride. That's my
Princess
jam,
Bride
dude.
might be in fact the greatest movie of all time. the line that I use the most from Princess Bride is, he said, that word that you keep using.
I do not.
I
think
don't
it means
do
what
not
you
think it means what you think it means.
Listen, I got to tell you, I've developed like TikTok icks since I've been on here these
And
last 60
that's
days.
my biggest ick.
Right now my ick is the word, and all right, I want the comments to guess what word I'm about to. If I hear this fucking word on TikTok,
Oh,
one
I
more
already know what it is. I already know what it is. Right off the bat, I already know what it is. I don't even have to think about it.
Does it start with a D?
No,
Yes.
it starts with a D.
It starts with a D.
Yes.
Oh, now I'm confused. Let's see.
Oh man, I just no. Okay, more
Disingenuous.
decorum. Disingenuous. There it is.
Jesus Christ.
We went five words. Yes, it is this. I am so sick of that word. Coming from everyone. Thank you, Joanna. She knows. I mean, like, come on.
Okay, let's see if people can guess what what word I hate the most. I don't even know if I should give. I don't even know if I should give a
you don't want them to have that power over you.
I don't even know. No, I don't hate casserole. It's not liberal either. That shit doesn't bother me either. People keep saying casserole.
Is it casserole? That's funny as hell.
I do hate casseroles though.
You
The
really?
correct answer was
I
sporks.
fucking hate them.
It was sporks.
The correct answer is sporks.
It's not. It's a word that MAGA consistently uses, and I'm like, that's not what the fuck that means. It makes me so angry.
DEI? Tariffs?
No.
Presidential? I mean, you're. I think you feel like you're getting me colder here.
I was about to say, you
Yeah,
could,
right,
you could
like-
say half the dictionary and they still don't know what it means.
Oh, somebody got like my
woke?
second place. My second place.
Is it
one,
woke?
though. It's not.
Is it
Somebody,
woke?
multiple
Okay.
people got my second place entry though. Gaslight is my second place entry for sure.
Oh God.
Nobody's hit it yet.
Yeah.
But gaslighting is
goodness.
my second. This is the word that fucking makes my blood boil. Semantics. I'm like, yo, I want to fucking fight you. Nobody is arguing the definition of fucking words here. Like, that's not what's happening right now. That shit makes me so goddamn angry. I'm like, no! That's not what that means. He's like, oh, I'm not going to argue semantics with you. We're not arguing semantics. We're arguing fucking biology.
Yeah, we're arguing broad policy platform, you mother.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Like, we are not discussing the definition of words.
and I refuse to do that with you, by the way. You know?
Buffoon? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I felt this morning.
I can tell for sure you fell down the stairs this morning because this is crazy. This is crazy work. Get off my panel.
Right.
Like, come on, man. I've heard the wildest. Some of it I can't even repeat. Like, and I'm not saying because it's inappropriate. It's just because I care about your listeners, you know. But I've heard such stupid things in the last 10 days that I can't even remember. I like had to purposely. When they started messing up the VP's name, that messed me up. So now I just have to say VP.
Common sense. Common sense pisses me off too when people say it's just common sense. I'm like, please shut the fuck up. Please shut up.
And they'll say it about the most
Everything.
nuanced thing.
Anything.
Yeah.
You name it. You name
Well,
it.
you see, obviously tariffs are good for us. It's just common sense.
Common sense.
Like,
Common sense
okay.
will tell you that. Or listen, or when I say, like, where did you get that from? They say, oh, you just have to
It's
go
common sense.
outside. I'm like, bro, what?
Did you guys have like a terrible touch some grass epidemic going on
my
TikTok
God.
too?
TDS makes me want to fight them. I'm like, if anybody is deranged over Trump, it's not us.
Yeah, it's the people coming in the room calling him daddy. Probably, if I had
That part. It's the people that say Trump, 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 Trump 37 times in the comments. Like, bro, you're not okay.
Calling him king, saying that Jesus sent him to us. Like,
that's deranged.
None of it makes sense.
Hey, I figured out where. So I drew a correlation. I traced back the daddy thing back to early fascism from the 1930s in Jason Stanley's book, Erasing History.
Mm-hmm.
He touches on that in there as to why that is. And I was like, holy shit. I actually did a post on it. But I mean, they're doing it unknowingly, but that's essentially where it comes from, is because the leader of the fascist nations are essentially the father figure, the father figure itself, and they're unknowingly calling him Trump Daddy. It's weird that it's just bizarre to me, and I get it so much in my posts.
I want to know, above all else, and I know that, you know what I'm saying, like, this bothers some people, but it means a lot to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, and not for the reasons that one might think. And trigger warning, but I want to know what the fuck they taste like. I do. I want to know what they taste like. Like, if you're gonna put them in your mouth, I want to know what the fuck they taste like. I don't want to taste them.
Yes.
I just want to know what the appeal is.
You just tell us.
Just
Yeah,
describe
tell
it to me. No.
Does it taste like Cheeto dust?
That's what I would guess.
You know what I'm saying? Like, blue cheese maybe.
Oh,
Gross.
Big
Yeah,
Mac special
already-
sauce.
I'm already why you doing me like that, man?
Hot pickles.
Oh.
Vienna sausages.
What's that shit they got in that fermented? I know some smarty pants in the comments about to know this. That fermented herring that they have. What is it called?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Damn.
The herring, the fermented herring in the can.
What is that shit called? It's strum something.
Yeah, I know what
Somebody's-
you're talking about.
I can't-
Ugh.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting. No. I remember the first time I had anchovies. I was like, why does this fucking fish have hair?
Oh.
My dad was a bad person.
Surstrumming, yes, that's what it is.
Yo, fucking liver and onions, fucking
what?
Corned beef hash. I'll eat corned beef hash now because I'm an adult.
Corned beef hash good as hell though, for real.
But when I was a kid, I thought my dad was literally trying to feed us dog food. I'm like, bro, that's dog food. I know what the fuck dog food looks like. We have a dog.
Yeah, you better get out these comments. What's a dad? Boy.
Who said?
That's for people that don't know. Please shoot Kat a follow. She's my head of PR, believe it or not.
Hey, that's, what's a dad is diabolical.
Yeah, that's wild shit. Thankfully, she's black. Be significantly less funny to me if she wasn't.
Like,
I'm a
dads, where do they do that at?
Right.
Air Force veteran says Trump is doing what's best for America.
Oh, come on up and tell us about it.
I want to hear this.
Listen. Trump is doing what's best for himself.
Tell it.
There's multiple veterans up here, Air Force veterans, so I'm sure you'll be right at home with your folks, your peeps.
Easy mama CC. Easy mama CC.
Joanna.
Air Force veteran. I'm this is a call out. I'll be kind to you, but if you're gonna sit there and say that what's going on is best for America, I would demand that you come up and justify your claims, sir.
Come on, Chair Force.
The Chair Force is crazy.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about your silver spoon military service afterwards. I'm just saying that because I'm in the Army. So, you see, Gunny gets to say that to me. That's the pecking order. We all know Marines have it the worst.
You know what Marine as an acronym stands for, right?
No, I hadn't heard it.
What does it have to do with? Does it have anything to do with eating crayons?
No, it doesn't actually.
Oh.
So it's
Then I'm at a
muscles.
loss.
So it's not sustenance related. We got that.
What's that?
It's not sustenance related. We got that.
Right.
Yeah.
Muscles are required for what?
Muscles are required. Intelligence not essential.
Ah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like, I would say, historically, from the people that I worked with throughout the years, I would say that like some of the Army folks that I knew, worked with, you know what I'm saying, acquaintances of, were probably some of the most intelligent people I knew.
Yeah.
But naval personnel and Marines, not so much. And I could never really hold a very long conversation with Air Force people for the most part. But I think that because I don't know, some air of cockiness, undeserved cockiness just existed, and it rubbed me the wrong way. I'm just like, I don't know, it's not for me.
You know, I've had mixed experiences with all the branches. Some of my favorite people have been in the Air Force. I get along with Marines now, probably, you know, especially retired Marines now, better than anybody else in the world.
Yeah.
So, I am. You know what? Welcome, Defense. I'm so happy to see you. I saw your live the other day. I wanted to come up. Yeah, I did. I wanted to come up and talk to you, and now you're here, so I get to talk to you here. It's so much fun.
All right. Yeah, I've been seeing you making the rounds.
Hey, listen, lady, that person was doing everything they could, trying every fucking. Like, hey, let me peep in this door. Let me look in this door. Let me. I saw you that you were watching. But I wasn't going to ask you to come up specifically to, you know what I'm saying, like have your identity question, because what the fuck. But that shit was mad weird.
He would have that call would have been a lot shorter if I'd gotten up here. Because he would have gotten what he wanted, and he didn't realize he didn't want that. So
it's really not what he wanted.
I was very disappointed. I was like, I'm literally like stuck in traffic on the LIE. I was like, God damn it.
We figured out in pretty short order that he studied up on that particular topic, but nothing else.
Oh, I guarantee you he did not study up on it either.
To his level. He thought
his basic biology level. Yeah.
He met the definition.
Which is my most hated phrase, is basic biology. It's like, oh, you're going to shit your pants when you hear about advanced biology. Yeah. Let's go. Hector Raid, what's up, Hector Raiders?
My goodness.
No, there were brush fires yesterday. I think they took care of them out here. It was real close. It was real close. There was, like, I went out to walk my dog, and there was just smoke everywhere. And I was like, uh-oh. And then I saw fire trucks going by, and I had to check out and see
where was this at?
Out on the East End, Long Island.
Oh. Well, who cares about that? I can go.
But, I wouldn't mind being forced to move back to Brooklyn.
There's nothing going on over there.
Oh, no, nothing worth anything. But yeah, no, it was like mostly like brush fires. It's pine barrens out here, so.
So hold on, we're having East Coast wildfires now, huh?
Oh yeah, well we get them every now and then in the pine barrens. It's pretty, par for the course. It's been really dry.
Did you guys forget to sweep the forest floors out there?
Yeah, I guess we forgot to sweep up the pine needles.
Oh my God!
Somebody dropped the ball. I mean, it could be that Trump's firing for national forest service workers by the thousands. But who to know?
Why hasn't he gone out there
things are run
and started working on it himself?
Yeah, I mean, you think he would hire more people to sweep up the forest floors. But
I think Donald Trump should take a bucket and a mop.
What'd you say?
I said I think Donald Trump should take a bucket and a mop and mop up all the forest fires by himself.
Mop the forest floors. Yeah, because then it'd be nice and damp. Yeah, they'd be nice and damp then too. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because everybody knows that water can't burn unless you dump oil.
Wait a minute, I got it. Why didn't we just put the water on it first so the fires never started?
Right. Oh, and all the deforestation. That'll be good. That's
Like-
good. If we don't have forests, then no
Then we don't
forest
have to worry
fires.
about it.
Sorry.
Yep.
Then
So
they
we don't have
won't
to worry
burn,
about it.
right?
Fucking what?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man.
I don't. What?
No,
Is that
I
What?
no. Go ahead. I'll say what I was gonna say after you're done. I didn't know you were gonna start talking. That was on me. My bad.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
I think she's talking about
Talking to
you.
somebody with a head injury. No, not him.
Oh,
not
never mind,
Jones.
it's not
No.
Oh, I was about to
I
say
would
I don't
never
have a
call
head
him this
injury.
fucking guy.
Oh,
No,
thank-
and I would never call him this fucking guy. Like, what the hell? Anyway, talking to a guy with a head injury. And this is important that the other guy has a fucking head injury. And both of them are like, yeah, can't wait to see them do no tax on overtime and no tax on tips. That shit's gonna be great. Like, there's a man with a literal fucking head injury agreeing with you. He has a TBI. Sir, you're a fucking idiot.
Can I say something? Do they not realize that the tax policy and the budget policy has all been released to the public? And guess what's not in there?
Tax on tips and overtime.
Yeah.
I just laughed. I just looked at him and I laughed. And he was trying to talk to me about politics. And he's like asking me, like, oh, what do I think? And I was like, bro, I'm probably not even going to live in the United States anymore. And then he started talking about Costa Rica and called Costa Rica a third world country.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
yo, what the fuck is happening right now? Oh,
You know what's crazy is these motherfuckers that have never been outside of the county they were born in their whole fucking lives, that have all of these opinions on, you know what I'm saying, foreign politics, like world politics. I'm like, oh, perfect example. JD fucking Vance. Well, have you ever been to Ukraine?
yeah.
I saw it on the internet.
Well, I said to
Motherfucker,
him,
shut up!
I said I owned a condo in Dominican Republic, and I would go out by myself at night. And guess what never happened to me in Dominican Republic? And he's like, what? I was like, I was never SA'd, and I was never robbed. But guess where the fuck I was?
Right.
The United States. Multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This place, man. Like,
Fucking hate these
if Dunning-Kruger was a fucking country, I'm so dead ass. If Dunning-Kruger was a country, it's us.
Right now, it seems to be at a minimum an airborne virus. It's got
Right? At minimum. At minimum,
Don't get
it's
me
a
started,
contagion.
please.
You know what? Maybe it's
Maybe that's
spreading
why
by-
they
it's spreading by
it's
touch. It's
Yeah,
spreading
maybe
by
that-
touch on the swing sets at parks, guys. You know what we got to do.
that would make sense if it's airborne because they're the ones that wouldn't wear masks, and so it just got worse with them.
It's actually propaganda spread by us that they don't work.
Yeah.
I wanted to close my head in the door. Like, no lie. I just wanted to slam my head in the door. Like, I cannot believe I am stuck assigned to this room with you, listening to this fucking nonsense. I was just looking at him blinking because I couldn't even say anything because there was going to be a whole lot of expletives. And I just, nope, nope. And I'm going to get stuck with him every weekend. This is going to be so fun.
Somebody you work with?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a.
Yeah.
That's,
I gotta tell you about that when I get home, Jones, if you can still hear me, because I see you walked away.
He left. So,
Baby, come back!
what day are we doing that mac and cheese?
I don't know, Quentin. Tomorrow I have to go finish my CPR thing. Tuesday I have 2 appointments. I don't know. I have Wednesday. Wednesday on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm going to be having a sit-down conversation with Josh Wheel, who's Florida District 6's candidate for Congress. He's running against Randy Fine. It's federal, not state legislator. And so we're going to have a really important discussion with him on Wednesday, March 12th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys are a Florida resident, especially if you're voting in District 6, or you have some questions about his plans when he gets elected into Congress, it's a great time for you to join. There is a live event scheduled on my page. I highly encourage you to sign up for the live event so that you get a notification for sure when it starts. And again, that's Wednesday the 12th at 7:30.
And please, we will be there in force. I'll make sure to share that out. Please ask them what their policy is on money in politics. We'd like to know. Inquiring minds in Florida want to know. Voters.
Yeah, if you have any questions that you want to ask Josh, I can't promise we'll get to all of them. At the end, there is going to be like an open kind of Q&A, like a town hall. You know, you guys can ask questions. But my email is in my bio. Shoot me an email about questions that you want Josh to answer. If there's something that I can work in or something that I'm not already asking, I will do my fucking hardest to ask him those questions. So just shoot me an email with whatever questions you want asked, and I will do my best to get those answered for you.
Thank you so much.
I would just ask him not to fucking throw us under the bus if at all possible. That'd be sweet. Trans people, that is. I know. Tough ask for a Democrat these days, but, you know, if at all possible, if they could just maybe just not mention us at all or avoid the questions. I mean, if that's all we can ask for of them, then holy shit, like, at least they could do that.
Like, there goes that Overton window again.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
Defense, what state are you in?
I'm in New York.
New York, that's right. You just said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm asking, and the reason I wanted to get up and talk with you is because, you know, we've got a few folks from the trans community that are working on the Money Out of Politics movement with us. So this is twofold. One, it seems like every time trans folks come up, there's never a trans person in the conversation, and so
That's what I'm here for.
Exactly. So I've been trying to. I've been trying. That's actually how I found you, because King T. I've been in some lives with him before, and it was pretty cool. And so I was like trying to get a hold of him because we had like some dong on the panel, like just popping off, right? And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, King T, are you available to come educate this person? Because, you know, it's like they always like to talk about this stuff abstract, but never to anybody's face. And I just want to hear the conversation, and also a shared experience. So anyway, so there's twofold. I would like to have more representation at these conversations, and I noticed that you had a lot of people from your community that were in your panel and things like that. So, but then
and I'm a veteran too, by the way. So
yes,
you know.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you as well.
No, we love that then. So yeah, we do have folks in New York, but we're always looking to grow in numbers. I think one of our top performers in Pennsylvania is also part of your community. So it's always nice to see, and I've seen a few people coming in. So I just want to extend the invitation personally.
All right. Yeah, I'm down. You know, hey, I don't know if you saw my speech from the protest the anti-fascist protest that we went to, but I speak very much about the whole like, we're being distracted by culture wars so that we don't talk about the class war, and that's what we need to be focusing on. And I think that ties in very well with your mission. So I'm in. You know.
Yeah, it's a nice community that's set up in there. It's
and if it is a bipartisan group, like I think that like some of those folks who've had like those misgivings about the trans community and stuff like that, like having trans people involved in this, showing that like, listen, we're all in this together, I think is a good idea. Like a little bit of exposure therapy, you know.
You're thinking the exact same thing as me. Is like, you know, and that's what I've been finding working with both sides. I certainly don't always agree with the right's ideas, and certainly not the way they approach certain things. What we've done in the server is we've just removed all partisan language, all abusive language. It just all automatically gets deleted, and our mods are all over it. And so what it's become is a place where we talk about what we need to accomplish, and cats a lot, actually. But,
well, I'm a dog person. I don't know if I'm going to fit in. I'm going to be out. No. I'm sorry. No,
that was that was the Pennsylvania people. You know, I don't know how it's going to be in New York with New Yorkers, but we'd love to have you guys, and I agree with you about representation within this movement. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, reach out to me. Let me know the Discord. Is that where I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's where we're
Okay.
organizing, but we're across all the platforms. Sierra, so Mama Cece and Kat are in the comments now, and I know that they're getting your handle so that we can make sure we reach out to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
All
tough
right.
fam
Yeah.
in the
Just send me the
comments.
link and I'll hop in.
Yeah, thank
Tough
you so
fam in the
much.
comments. Quit being dickheads. Like, for real. Stop. I mean, I know that you know what you're doing right now is rude as shit. And I know that I can see you and you know that I'm going to say something. Stop being fucking rude, for real. Bro, this is not like, I just babysat for 12 and a half hours. I'm not gonna babysit y'all too. Stop it.
I didn't even see what was going on.
Yeah, I didn't either. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I got
looking
text
at the.
messages about it, but I'm on a journey, so I can't respond to the text message, but I know they hear me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
So
I was looking at the
several
person I was
people.
speaking to, so.
No, several
Yeah.
people text me, but I'm on a journey, so I can't respond to the ones that ask for a response. So I'm saying it here. I know you can hear me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Let's see.
Is that an actual thing on your face or is that a filter?
No, it's an actual mask.
How do you see through it? I guess
Through
the
eye
little
holes.
black parts there. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a temporary thing. We're not doing anything wrong by any stretch, and we are getting nonprofit status for the because this is like a project within a broader network of folks that we're putting together so that we can support other things. And that's the cool part about connecting in is there's a lot of people. Everybody that's on my Discord is there because they're politically active, and so we've got 1,300 people all over the country that are stepping into these other organizations and helping out, handing out for their causes and things like that. So, and I think this is just kind of where real change happens. A lot of beautiful people working around the clock. So,
Yeah. And this is what we need is like boots on the ground.
that's exactly right. Boots on the ground that are communicating with each other across the country. It's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Mr. Jones, you're back.
I had to go get food. Sorry, guys. I'm starving.
I totally understand, man. I'm about to shut this camera off for a second so I can like smack some of these cookies for real.
Hey, are we gonna do ops?
We did earlier. It
If
was
they come.
hilarious. You missed it.
I know. I missed the stupid guy. Like
Tyler?
I was actively working when Tyler went with the damn COVID and everything else, and I'm like,
And
oh my
wanted,
god.
yeah, he wanted to do the transgender debate so bad, and I was driving. I was like, damn it! Like, I was like, I knew I was an hour away. I was like, and it kept going, and I was like, maybe I'll get home in time, but I didn't.
It wasn't Tyler Christmas, was it? Fucking Tyler.
No, it was a phone call, Tyler.
Oh, okay. I was just listening.
It's all Tylers till no Tylers, though. That's what
Right?
I always say.
I agree.
It's
Well,
Tylers and Kyles. Those are.
And Brandon's. Listen, if you guys want ops, you gotta tap the screen and show live. The likes haven't gone anywhere in a little bit. You know, the shares are sitting at 150. What are you guys doing? You know that we're more than happy to engage with ops, but you gotta do your part by getting this out to the FYP.
Man, Mr. Jones, I'm so sorry that you missed. I don't think you were there, but I was up talking to Twin, and 1990.
Who?
1993 Twin.
I don't think so.
He's another creator. He's another like a culture / politics creator. Well, you've probably heard of Joel Patrick, I would think.
He's so short.
Joel Patrick is my biggest fan. You didn't know?
Oh, is he for real? That's unfortunate, man.
He comes on
I
here
hate to
all
be,
the time so that he can tell me about all the stuff he has. Like I'm supposed to be impressed or something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just us that he like crashed out on, because like he crashed out bad when he realized he wasn't gonna be able to play race politics with me. Like in this, because I heard him talking about women's bodily autonomy like on a male panel in the morning that I moderate on. That's what I woke up to. So I was immediately irritated. You know, I was like, oh my God, like this dude for real. And so anyway, that was a wild experience.
Joel Patrick has a crush on Jones. It's a big one. A really big one.
Good time for the
He's your shortest fan. No, for real, if you ever want to make Joel Patrick crash out, like I have the ability to make him crash out like nobody, but he loses his mind. Just tell me short. He gets so upset. He's like, I'm 5'10". I'm that short. He crashes out.
He's
so
not
hard.
5'10".
Yeah, I wasn't getting 5'10" energy, man.
What's up, fellas?
Okay.
Bro, what? Who is that?
What am I missing? I can't see the screen, so somebody's got to tell me.
They ran already.
Oh, they left.
Oh, Trump is your daddy. Oh, Lil Bottom came up here and then ran away.
What did I miss? That quick?
Somebody named Trump is your daddy came up here and said, woo, 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 and then just ran away.
I was
Zero
so
followers,
by
zero
the
following.
pros
It's a
of his
fake account.
Hey, Jonesy, I just wanted to tell you good morning and keep up the good work. I haven't talked to you in quite some time. For some reason, your mods never let me up anymore. But good morning, and thank you for all your good work, sir. Bye.
Have a good night, man.
I think he's eating.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's
Thanks, bro. I
eating.
appreciate
He's got a
you, man.
mouthful right now.
Sorry.
He's eating, but we appreciate the support.
I'm starving. Bro came up to be mad. What? I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Who?
I don't even know who it was.
He said the mods don't let him up anymore.
Which person?
The real Spock.
I couldn't see the screen. I can't see the screen. Oh,
It
my
said the
glasses
real
are-
Spock. I don't know. I don't know them.
I thought that was
personally,
the guy.
so I couldn't-
I thought he just came up and said good morning. It's something about he enjoys watching a live.
Yeah, he just came up to say hey. And
Yeah,
I
I
guess
don't
like
know.
he's used to you being on in the morning. That's an easy mistake to make. I can see myself doing that. Or maybe he's in Australia right now or something.
Sorry, y'all. You have to forgive me. I'm just trying to
He's
eat.
still eating. Don't worry, guys. He's not ignoring y'all. The food was actually pretty good, though. I gotta give it to him.
There's definitely food for you when you come home.
So, did y'all hear about? Like, have y'all heard people saying that like
Yes, no, rats, you.
900 medals taken away by trans athletes, right? Have you heard this claim?
I have heard that. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
horseshit.
Yeah, it is. It's from shewon.org. And they are compiling literally anytime a trans woman wins anything or gets second place or third place in anything. I'm talking disc golf, billiards.
Bro, who cares about
chess,
disc golf?
Poker. And swimming and all that too, cycling and all that
Not
too, but
poker.
like local like races that aren't even like they don't get any prizes. Like
Poker?
it's just like yeah. So
But, like,
apparently
poker?
women no smart enough either.
That doesn't
and-
make sense.
Right. So, yes, men better at all. This is their argument now. Men better at everything. And so what they'll do is if a trans woman gets first, then everybody below her missed a spot. Like the person who got second would have got first. The person who got third would have got second. The person who got fourth would have got. So they all get listed. Like all the places below it get listed. So that's how they're counting up 900, right? And also like they're not putting any years on this. Like so it's just like all the years. All
Wait, aren't
the
they
years.
anti-participation trophy?
Oh, I
Because
guess.
I feel like they're giving out participation trophies right now.
Yeah, but
That's
also
weird.
like a lot of these are just like local events, the one that Trump's been using, that Arizona bike race, the Arizona trail race. It's an 800-mile race. So when he says somebody won by 5 hours, that's not like unheard of, that's pretty common. It's like an 8-day race. Because it's like in the forests, like in the mountains, like part of it's hiking, part of it's biking, right? And and it's co-ed, and they all just leave at the same time. And literally on the Arizona Trail Race 800 website, it's like, we might compare times at the end, but it's all about the fun and the camaraderie and the like being out in nature, like and the personal achievement. Like they do not give a fuck who wins. And also, a cisgender woman won it last year. Like everything about it is a lie. And they're like, so if he's talking about a trans woman, he is talking about a woman that did a very similar race in Arizona by herself. So I wouldn't even call it a race. It was literally just her, a trans woman that just did a roughly 800-mile trail. They change all the time because of forest fires, so it wouldn't even have been the same trail necessarily. And she did it by herself. So if her time happened to be better than all the people who did it in the group, and that when they were all together, leaving at the same time and in each other's way and shit, and she did it 5 hours quicker because she was literally by herself, more power to her. Like, it's the most ridiculous thing. Like, literally every example he used in the EO was like a lie or a very like finagling
did they
what
put,
really happened.
Did they put solo staring contest winners in?
Solo staring?
Like,
No, you know what would be crazy though? Like who won the fucking sock hop at the company?
Yeah, well, a lot of these are local things that don't
The
have
fucking
any
three-legged
kind of
race.
like accolades. It's just like, oh hey, they came in first, cool. Like that's it. Like,
Three-legged race.
They were playing pin the tail on
During
the donkey.
what did they call that shit? What do they call that day? Physical, the day where they do all the physical fitness
Darts.
things.
Oh,
darts in here.
I think everyone had a different name.
Field day?
Field day, yes,
yeah.
fucking field day.
Yeah, middle school field day.
See who could throw the football through the tire first.
Right.
Who slid the furthest on the slip and slide? Like
Intramural hula hooping.
Intramural
Fucking
hula
intramural
hooping.
Wait,
is
what's
crazy.
that one class? Underwater basket
Underwater
weaving.
basket weaving.
yeah.
Right.
Trans women notoriously dominate underwater basket weaving.
Right.
That was my major in college. My liberal arts
man.
college.
Oh, shit. I'm crying.
I wonder if they have contests for like narcotics and some shit.
What? I don't think there's any winners in that contest, Jones.
Sure there is. It's whoever
But
consumes
if
the
there
most.
was,
If there was. Oh my god.
oh god. Like maybe if I take a handful of these.
Listen, there's something you guys don't know about Lainey. Lainey is the North American Play-Doh champion.
Yes.
Play-Doh champion.
Very good with Play-Doh.
Who could build their Lego set the fastest?
Like, don't show up to fucking any
I
Lego
can make the
competition.
spaghetti without it breaking. I can.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I watched a video earlier of this like woman feeding her family, and it was like this giant tub of spaghetti, and like she would like grab a scoop and put it on a plate, and like there was some chicken nuggets on there, and you would think the sauce comes next, but like she just pulled a bottle of ketchup behind the tub and just like
Ew.
ketchup all over the noodles, and I'm just like,
Why
there's
are
no
you
way
doing
people
that?
live like this.
Why are you
Serious
hurting my
note, though,
soul?
lady. What's that, ma'am?
I said, why are you hurting my soul right now by telling me that?
Right. But on a serious note, Lainey, I love you. And
Love
I'm
you
so
back.
sorry that people are so fucking stupid.
I know.
When I tell you, bro would not lay off of it earlier. We told him like 9 different times, and he tried
He
9
kept
different
trying.
ways
I
to
was
try
like,
to talk
damn it.
talk about something we said we're not going to talk about.
And I kept even throwing jabs at him about it. I said, hey, you want to pick another topic? Like maybe one where like we discuss something we're a part of. And he was like, and that's all we
No, that was funny.
But what
I had
bothers
another
me
one.
the
RJ's.
most? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, lady.
Sorry.
No, go
On RJ this morning had one on who kept insisting, and RJ's rule is you got to turn your camera on if you're going to do transphobia or any other like bigotry. And this guy had already turned it on to do the Schnazi salute. So that was fun. So, you know, he had already shown himself, but he didn't want to show himself for that. So for whatever reason, he kept bringing it up. And RJ was like, you got to turn your camera on. And I was like in the comments like, I don't give a fuck. Let me up there. He can leave his camera off. I want to dunk on him. And, they finally let me up, and I think I got 2 minutes with him, and then he was gone. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, but here's the worst part about it, though, right? Is like, one, the lack of education around anything scientific whatsoever. I'm talking about nothing. Like, NORADS is the best when it comes to like, well, what is the typical gestational period of a human being? And they're like, the what?
Yeah.
All right, bro, kick rocks. This morning, I said race is based on phenotypical traits, and I said, what is your phenotype? He said North American. I said, I fucking hate you. I hate you. I mean that.
Yeah. Oh no, when I go through like the difference between genotypic, phenotypic,
Yep.
and then neurological as part of the aspects of your sex, they're just lost. They're gone. They just, eyes get crossed. They're like, and then
Ma,
they come
she's
out the
talking
other
about
side.
my Levi's again.
Yeah.
It's a mental illness. That's what you're saying. It's a mental illness. No. I was like, okay, where do you go? What is the reference, material that you would use to determine what is and is not a mental illness or a mental disorder? And they have no clue. And they'll try to get around it. And I'm like, no, we can't go on until you tell me where you go to find out what is and is not a mental illness.
Did you just call me a DSM-5? I don't know what that means, but I'm going to take it as disrespect.
Right. Lady.
And my chat's pretty good, like, cause cause a lot of times that'll happen. Somebody in the chat will put up the answer, and I'm like, chat, don't help. Like, they gotta come up with it on their own.
Lainey, do you remember? I know NORADS remember. Lainey, do you remember when the dude told us that that kids were born evil?
Oh,
I don't.
You remember that guy?
Oh God.
Oh, which is it like original sin or whatever?
No, and then so he said everybody's evil, and so I said people are born evil, and at first he affirmed that people were born evil, and then when I started I'm like, but bro, you're evil. Well, no, I'm not. Well, I sin. I make mistakes. I'm like, nah, bro. You said the kids are born, and if kids are born evil, then abortion should be fine.
Yeah.
There's one person I'm convinced that probably was born evil. For sure. Jimothy.
Who?
Donald Jimothy Trump. For sure. Like, he came out of spoiled loins. So for sure, he was probably born evil. For certain.
I feel like some of the people that come up to debate, like, I heard one today on Chris's Live. It was a woman who just, go ahead, lady. She sounded, I mean, like Stephen Miller type, who like, even if they raise their voice, it's still monotone somehow. They're like just not there. Like there's no soul behind their words, and there's no empathy, there's no like feeling. It's just like unalive inside, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
those people creep me the fuck out.
I attribute that.
Me too.
Hey, hold on,
I
guys.
attribute.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't have a super chat. I have a stupor chat. Today's stupor chat of the day is: where does it sat democracy in their constitution? THR. I don't know how else to say it other than their. Where does
Right
it
there.
sat democracy in their constitution? I don't. Bro, what?
Somebody paid to embarrass himself. That's something.
What's your
That's a new level of schmake.
What's your problem with Trump other than your sexuality? Hey, listen, bro. I got 8 kids. One of them is sitting next to me. Like, the only people worried about other folks' sexuality is you weirdos.
Yeah, they're really
Like, I've
concerned
never
about other
concerned
people's
myself with
stuff.
another man's sexuality. You know why? 'Cause I'm not interested in men.
We should
You know
also
how many
establish-
people I've
Hold on a
ever
second,
asked,
lady.
like,
Hold on a second, lady. Go ahead.
We should also establish that a constitutional republic is in fact a democracy because we do vote in people to be in power, which is how democracy works.
Fake news.
So maybe you should do some research before you say the dumb shit you say in the YouTube chat.
But you can always call the phone number, though.
Yeah, I would
Paid
love.
to be
And you can be a constitutional republic and a representative democracy at the same time.
Okay, wait a minute.
He paid to be stupid when Google is free. That's wild.
No, I was gonna say also, like, people are so curious about other people's
Hold on.
genitals all of a sudden
you see
these
this?
last few years. I've
What
never
happened?
asked anyone.
The comments are fucking
happened?
hilarious.
Are they going
He
crazy
said.
over
He
there?
said. Then why the
You
fuck?
can't say that word, though.
Oh, which one? Oh, okay.
Was it about
Okay.
my?
He
What
said,
in front of
then
it.
why the fuck are you so mad at him? Only
Queer people hate Trump,
hate Trump.
which is not true.
And then he said you'd get destroyed on the phone. You'd probably block me. Facts.
Let's find out.
I mean, the call line
Call
is
up.
open.
I want to hear a crash out. Let's
Yeah.
go. I bet
Go ahead and
money
call.
this person would come in pre.
The call line is open.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, the crash out prime.
Was primed and ready to go. They'll be crashed out
Mute him.
before they even answer.
Put him in YouTube timeout so he has to call.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, we should do that.
No fox given. That's a decent name. I gotta say that's a pretty good name.
If I welcome anybody up here to try and argue this point. I'm interested.
Technically, no fox. I am pansexual. Pansexual. I want to be like specific.
Samesies.
Elon just got a huge influx of capital from China. That's interesting.
Well, that makes up for all of his losses on the stock market in the last few days.
Hey-o! Actions have consequences.
Did you see the first Tesla dealership in France?
That's what I was about to talk about.
Which I just have to say, I really love the French culture and its deeply rooted belief in burning their problems to the ground.
I love it
Yes.
so much. We
They
can
have a
learn so
long,
much.
rich history of burning things they hate to the ground.
We should do that.
We should.
I second that.
I have a sticker right here on my water bottle. I made this sticker. It says, "Who needs a drink?" and it's a person holding a Molotov.
I love it.
I love that.
Hey, Landon.
Yes.
So I came up with a new merch idea because my son told me that they've replaced all of the slurs used against black people with MAGA. So like field MAGA, and porch MAGA, and moon MAGAs, MAGA ninnies. So I was like, hey, I'm here for that. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, you gave us all these slurs, and now we get to give them back to you.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. So
it kind of fits. It slides right in so well as a
Maganini
replacement
is
for
my
the N-word.
favorite.
my favorite, by far. By far,
That is
my
by
favorite.
far my favorite.
It's art.
By far, my
It's
favorite.
art.
Like, I'm here for that. Like, I approve this message. And so I'm gonna make a shirt with a homely, not so well-to-do looking white man saying to Trump and Elon, "We don't like them pores, do we, balls?" And then what did we decide Trump's bubble was gonna say?
Can somebody get him out of here? I think it'd be
Say what?
good.
Oh yeah, you'll never get into Mar-a-Lago, buddy. And then Elon's bubble is gonna say, and mind you, he's gonna be holding what do we call him? No, X
Kevlar
Kevlar X.
Kevlar
He's gonna be
X.
holding Kevlar X strapped to his chest. And he's gonna be
I
like,
was crying in the car when y'all
yeah,
said
do I
Kevlar
get-
X.
do I get Secret Service detail too?
No, Kevlar X needs to be wearing
Kevlar
the,
X
like
should
Secret
be
Service.
a t-shirt.
He needs to be dressed like a little Secret Service agent. The glasses and the earpiece.
With the fucking aviator Ray-Bans.
Yeah. In the baby Bjorn.
And look, he's going to have a little bubble with his finger pointing, said, "I need you to shut the fuck up."
Jones, do you know about my parody
Yes.
picture book?
Yes.
Republicans have two daddies.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait.
We were all on
Hey.
with Laura when you were talking about it.
Oh yeah.
The
You could
toddler
really-
shield
you
is
could really
crazy.
stir some shit.
Okay, that Children of the Corn
Really?
child freaks me out.
I love him. The fact that he's picked a booger and rubbed it on the Resolute desk and then told Trump to shut the fuck up. Yo, that kid is GOAT status for me. And I'm afraid of little white kids. I'm not going to lie to you because the way they talk to their parents is scary as shit. Like,
look
I'm like, yo,
tiny old
that kid
people.
is going to whoop your ass when he grows up.
You know the episode of The Twilight Zone with the kid from the kid from Lost in Space, where the episode is this kid has all this supernatural power and he sends people he doesn't like to the cornfield. That is the vibe that kid gives off.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all the television there is.
It's very Damien. It's very Damien. I mean, Baron.
You shut the fuck up.
Given
Yo,
those vibes
Baron
as
is
well.
scary as shit too. And he's like
Yeah.
7 foot tall and scary.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not interested.
I love that
My
Melania
suitcase?
Trump's 6'1" and wears 5-inch heels everywhere she goes. And Barron is 6'8", so that when they are standing next to Donald, he looks like a baby.
I bet you. Well, nah, he looks just like fucking Eric and the other goons.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there is no affair. Look at the bottom half of all those kids' faces.
Oh,
Okay.
they're here on the side of the road.
There was
They're so
a plastic
cute.
surgeon who was like talking about the Trump children and like what Tiffany and Ivanka have had done. And then he was talking about Barron, and what is so unsettling about Barron is he has Melania's high cheekbones with the sharp cheekbone indentation, like where he went, they're impeccable. But he does not have Melania's jawline.
No, for sure. Not.
And so he was like, I personally think this would be a smoke show hot man if he had a chin implant like Ivanka got.
Potentially, but he would
I
still
was
be
just like,
he would still be
it's-
a certified sociopath though. Like there's no
Yeah.
ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like bro's still gonna be.
Yeah, you're not raised in that household.
Do you
You're
like
Right.
my
definitely sane.
suitcase? Okay, there was one of the things that
You got
was
some jug ears though.
the
I
do you
want to
like
go
my
to school now.
Some jug ears.
do you like my suitcase video with Barron from when he was 3?
Do you like
One of
my
those things that
suitcase?
it was kind of sad because there's the thing of, oh wow, you're into, like, you have only spoken to your mother and the other, like, and like her mother, like, these are the only two people you've ever spoken to because you have the thick Slavic accent to your speech. Like, you have not interacted with anyone else.
I can assure you that he's
Yeah, it's sad.
that he doesn't have like a very close relationship with Jimothy. Like for sure he doesn't.
Oh no.
No,
Like,
not at all.
They call him Jehoshaphat.
like I don't think that any of Tiffany definitely doesn't. I guess Melania, I mean not Ivanka used to, but I think that they've done their best to distance themselves from him at this point.
I mean, wouldn't
she did
you?
testify
Look at the
against
nasty
him 3
things he said
times.
about, and he said such nasty, disgusting things about her. Like, what do you two have in common? Blech.
Yeah, that was rancid.
Yeah, that was gross.
Which is like again begs the question, what the fuck, y'all? Like, what the fuck? Like, if I'm out, if me and No Rads, we're out with like some friends, and one of the men in the group talks about their daughter in the manner that Trump did, we're leaving.
No, I'm fighting him. No, I'm fighting him.
Forget leaving. We gotta throw hands right there in the parking lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said. I will fight him. I will fight him.
It's like that guy on TikTok. People text him like, "Run me my fade. I land at like 8 o'clock," and then he shows up at the airport outside the door where they're supposed to be.
Oh man, drop-in fades is crazy.
Yeah, drop-in fades.
Like, I do not mind stopping by your city. Good old fly-by fade. Oh man. Hey, listen.
Man, see,
Celebrity Deathmatch was like one of the greatest TV shows ever made when I was a kid. As far as I was concerned, there was nothing better. And obviously, it's claymation and it wasn't real. But I'd sign up for one. I'm like, hey, listen, Jimothy, if you wanna get it in, let's get it in. Matter of fact, you can bring the old couch surfer with you.
JD Vance.
Yeah. Bring him too.
I have an idea for a book about JD Vance and the picture book thing, and it would be I love my wife even though she's not white.
Oh God.
what?
That's diabolical.
That is so fantastic.
Someone else. Okay, so the book I'm working on now is The Dictator and the Corn Star. It's just about vegetables. You see, the dictator has this mushroom that he swears is really huge, but it isn't.
Oh wow.
It's just about vegetables.
Is the dictator like an actual tater? Because I
He's
did
a sweet
say
potato.
it is.
He's a sweet potato.
I
and
love
then the
that.
corn
Because he's
star,
orange.
he's
Okay.
orange.
I can see what it looks like.
I said the other day that Trump is built like a sack of potatoes, and then somebody said, no, he's not. He's built like a bag of boiled potatoes that's been recooked. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
we have
the
a phone
smell
call.
earlier you wanted to know about? I think it's reheated fried fish.
Man, I'm a mama Cece in these
Place.
Oh wow. Okay.
I didn't hear anything they said, so.
They didn't say
anything. If you make noise before I introduce you, you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah.
I went yesterday to, what's that place called? Is it the same number?
I'm sure it is.
I can't tell. Hello?
Oh, they were about to.
I know.
Thank you for calling Butthurt Airlines.
That was crazy.
That happened fast.
It's the top one.
Huh?
You're on the wrong number.
No, I'm not.
Isn't
that the same number?
Oh, my bad.
Bro, you need glasses?
No. Amanda, do you have eye drops by chance?
Oh, I already asked them.
No, I'm gonna stop. There's a lot of traffic, and I want to get home. I'll stop.
We're about to go. We're about to go out.
No, I'm right here.
No, we're literally about to go out.
Cornbread and buttermilk.
Sure.
Banana splits.
Ice cream.
I just passed Cold Stone. You should have told me you want ice cream.
They don't have
I would've
banana
brought it.
splits at Cold Stone.
Oh, sorry.
We're
We have
going to
bananas in
Twisty
the house.
Treat.
You could have made a fucking banana split.
We're going to Twisty Treats.
All right.
Get twisted with some treats.
It's my favorite ice cream place.
You want to get twisted?
Okay. No, I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, that stinks.
Why does that stink? If you guys are going to Twisty Treat now, you're not gonna be back at the house till like 10:30. And I gotta get up at 5.
For what?
Oh no, I don't have to tomorrow.
No.
Shit.
What are you
I
talking
gotta go to
about?
Orlando though. I gotta go downtown though.
But you can still go to Twisty Treat now since you don't have to be up at 5.
You can move some furniture tonight and everything.
Fuck yes. That I'm down for.
Moving furniture.
All right, y'all. I have to
go. I like feng shui. Bye.
I gotta go stretch. All right, y'all. No, me and Quentin and probably Christian are probably gonna go get some. Hey, babe.
Huh?
Christian and Quentin, they did a great job changing the brakes today, and then they asked me for fucking money. Can you believe that?
Wait,
what?
We said we do installment plans, and then we said
this was an installment in their future. I told them next time y'all need food, or books, or you know what I'm saying, money for a computer, or you know what I'm saying, like anything. Next time either one of you ask me for money, I'm gonna remind you of this specific moment.
We said we defer payments. Okay, it's kind of like student loans.
Okay, well, you can defer it until we all land in hell. How about that?
Well, that works too.
Perfect. Love you.
Love you too.
I was like, these kids
I'll
are
be
crazy.
home in 5.
Wait, this isn't hell?
Right.
No, actually, it's not.
This is a deferment, Landon.
Yeah, this is the waiting room. I thought, Landon, I thought you were coming to the...
I thought this was the bad place.
I thought
this is purgatory.
Oh my gosh.
We all unalive during C19. I think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure.
I think that.
No.
I think that. What year did Kobe die?
It's the Mormon thing. We're in spirit prison until
Spirit prison is fucking crazy.
Landon, aren't you coming to the 9th circle with us? We got a pole and a fucking tequila luge.
2019, 2020?
I don't know. I got a pole, Landon. That's all I'm saying. Either you're coming or you're not.
A pole pop.
I will be there. I will be there.
Yay! So excited.
Party
Did you
in
say
hell.
a pool or a pole?
Pole party.
Okay.
But that could mean so many different things. I'm not going to that party. I'm not going to that party.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
You absolutely are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm sensitive.
What? Not that kind? Listen, I don't know what your personal hell is like, but mine is fucking great.
In my personal hell, it's cold.
Oh my gosh.
That's number one. It's cold. Whatever it is, it's cold. And people keep using words that they don't know what the fuck they mean. That's my personal hell.
You know, you want to know what my personal hell is?
That's
everything is fucking sticky. That's my personal hell.
Ew.
Oh my
Sounds terrible.
god. And you're wearing socks, by the way.
Wet socks.
Oh god. Fuck no.
Come on.
That's
dude.
my personal hell.
Hold on. And you know what? Not only are they using words they don't know what the fuck they mean, but they sound like they have a mouthful of spit.
The being disingenuous.
Right.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, you have no idea how angry I get. I'm like, yo, can you fucking swallow that? Like, why do they all sound the same? Is it because is it the copious amounts of Mountain Dew that like build up like some fucking, I don't know, extra saliva or film in the side of their mouth? I'm like, why do you sound like this? Whatever the fuck is in your mouth, swallow it, please.
Yeah.
They're dehydrated.
Then not the
It's why.
motherfuckers
They're
that where
dehydrated.
it just travels to the corners of their mouth and dries.
Oh,
Y'all know
God.
what I'm saying. Come on, man. Don't do me like that.
You know,
Yo,
they all look
I
like
literally will
raisins because they're
self-delete. I can't.
dehydrated.
Yeah, I'll just
They
leave.
never, ever use sunscreen.
Right.
Just
A
shrivel
random thing that I don't know how my brain got here, other than I'm a little elevated, is I want to know
What
why
they
we
taste
cannot
like.
get
Oh.
why we cannot get
It's fish. Free
strawberry
fried
Fanta everywhere. I can only find it in black areas. And I
They
can only
landed.
find-
Listen, I was about to say.
I was like, where are you shopping?
I was like, no, the first thing I was about to say is, hold on, Landon.
Strawberry Fanta is the best.
That's for black people.
It is. It is the best.
Okay,
Good though.
and
It
then
is
the
good
other-
though.
other
Stop culturally
is-
appropriating our soda. Okay.
I don't even know if you're
Other is,
allowed to drink that.
Strawberry hard candy that have the shiny wrapper where it looks like a strawberry. You can only get that
Oh,
in
yeah.
Mexican areas.
My grandma used to always have
Church.
those in her little
so
crystal
good.
dish.
Yeah.
I will never
In
eat
a little
one of those
crystal
again.
dish,
Yep,
100%.
I'll never eat one of those again. A lady at church when I was a kid gave me one of
Choked on
those.
one? Oh.
Nope. I
See?
opened it
I
up,
just said.
put it in my mouth, and then I felt something like strange on my tongue. And so like I
That's
spit
what
it
she
back.
said.
That was a good one. I can't lie.
Bibbity like
That
comes
was a
up
good one.
and immediately is like, can y'all just go ahead and kick me now? I'm gonna say all the egregious shit right off the bat. Let's just get it out the way. So when I get kicked, it's worth it.
Yeah.
No, there was fucking ants on the candy.
Oh.
Oh no.
You accidentally had spicy candy.
And then he
Ants
ate
are
it
spicy,
anyways.
It's extra protein.
Full of fiber.
You gotta do what you gotta do at that point.
So that would just make me not want
No.
to eat ants.
That's frankly, that's the more logical response, Landon.
Right?
Man, the strawberry is popping, but these ants taste like
These ants
shit.
ain't it.
Landon, I'm so glad you started
ants are
doing
not it.
lives on the panels that I'm on a lot.
Hey, listen.
I only do that. I will drop if they go into actual debates because I can't, because my brain will just go, "You huge idiot!"
Right? No, I got you.
Just pipe in with a little bon mot every now and then. I think that you're perfect for that. Like you don't have to do the debate. Just pop in with the bon mot whenever the moment arises.
Listen,
I'm full of very bitchy retorts. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a friend's house when I was a kid. I think I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9, and his name was Alan.
Honey, I'm home.
And Alan was like, "You want some fruit snacks?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah! Who doesn't like fruit snacks?" And so he hands me the fruit snacks. I open them up. I don't think anything of it because fruit snacks, right? I bite into said fruit snack, and something like shot directly to the back of my throat.
Is it Gushers?
Those
Wait,
weren't
isn't
fruit
that
snacks,
Joe
man.
Vaughn's
It was
story?
Gushers. Yeah, no, not Joe Bond's hot dog
Oh.
story.
Joe
That's
Vaughn
why.
had a
Hold
story
on.
about
No, I'm
something
gonna
squirting
tell
in
the
back
story.
of-
I'm gonna tell that story, but just wait. Just wait. Just wait. So,
As soon as I
so
came in the house,
I said, nope, friend, this is not for me. Whatever you just gave me, I'm pretty certain I have to fight you now. like whatever the fuck that was, I don't like it.
Jones, why does all of your candy stories involve something
weird
weird
shit
in your
happened in my
mouth?
Wait until you hear the
Oh,
first
God.
time he had Twizzlers.
Oh, God.
I was eating the Twizzlers, and then I realized it was actually a bamboo sprout that I stole from the panda at the zoo. And then the panda, well, he was not happy. But pandas aren't fast
This sounds like
marsupials.
Landon's next book.
So
It really does.
No, okay, so we're at the Atlanta Aquarium, okay, and Jovan ordered a hot dog, like the ones that come in the fucking boiled water. Like that's mistake number one.
Ooh, yeah,
that's
no,
mistake
don't
number
do
one.
that.
Like you don't, if they don't come off the roller joint, don't fucking eat them because that's nasty. Boiled water hot dog is disgusting.
No.
But anyways, he bites into the hot dog and like fucking juice squirts out from both sides, like boom. And he's like, ah. And I was like, welcome to the community.
Oh, Lord.
Cody dog. No.
There's no getting away from it now. You're solidly in there.
Okay. You want to hear my funny candy story?
That was so spot on. Hit it again. They hit it again.
The first time I was ever gardening, shall we say.
Everybody can hear it.
I can't
Oh,
hear.
here.
What does it say?
Just hit it again. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The first time I was ever, shall we say, gardening, I did not know I was gardening. And I had been given a nerd's rope.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I'm like, hold on.
Okay.
You were
I'd
smoking?
been
You
given
know you
a
smoked?
nerd's
Okay.
rope.
Got it.
And I did not realize what it was. And I ate the entire nerd's rope.
No.
And let me just say, it was officially branded nerd's rope.
Oh.
For gardening purposes. And like I will say, I do think that the law needs to make them label these things better and less like candy. But we digress. So I ate 47 servings.
Oh my
My
God.
first time. And I did not know until like an hour in when it was fully hitting. So I was like going, what is wrong? I am unaliving right now. And then this is the thing of our society where my first thought was, I should call an ambulance. I'm home alone. I should call an ambulance. And then my thought was, an ambulance will
That
be like
recording would have been
$6,000.
lit, Landon. Like, literally, that would have went down in history. I'm mad that it doesn't exist. As a
that
matter of fact, I'm not
911
even
call.
sure that we can be friends again until you find it.
And why do I know? I haven't seen the video or anything. But
I've
why
called
do
the
I
police
know,
on myself.
Why do I know that the camera is so close to your face and it's in black and white? What do I already know?
I 100% called the police on myself one time. I was that gone. I was like, 911,
Oh, wow.
I'll hold.
That's
Oh,
wild.
man. When the EMT showed up, I was like 19. When the EMT showed up, I was like, I can't breathe. They're like, yes, you can. I said, how are you going to tell me? They're like, well, you're talking.
Man, a nurse did that to me one time when I was having a panic attack. After, I think it was after my face surgery, right? So they had done my nose and they had also done my trach shave. And so like both my throat and my nose were like swollen and it
And
was
you
hard to
felt like you
breathe.
couldn't breathe. Yeah.
And I was starting to panic. And then I was like, I can't breathe. And they're like, you can breathe because you're talking. And I was like, shut up. Like,
Well,
this
I
is what
mean,
need.
technically,
And it's
you,
like,
if
I'm
you were choking,
panicking
you
and
could
I
still
need you to
talk
calm me down.
for a while.
Yeah,
Right.
no, but I was like, I'm saying that I'm freaking out. Like, and I need you to calm me down. And the nurse did like this. There. You're
Oh, God.
I was like, oh my God, where did you go to school? You have to learn how to work
she
with
one of those
people.
old nurses?
It was probably one of those
Yeah.
liberal colleges. Because we
Well,
know
no,
college.
She probably went to one of those liberal colleges.
Here is what it was. Here is what it was. Okay, and here's like the unseen
Where the
thing
about,
degrees
are a scam.
Yeah, no. So I was in a room with another trans person who had also just had FFS, right? Like, and we both had the same surgeon that day. We both got misgendered by the nurses on the floor because we were on the wrong floor. They didn't put us on the floor of the nurses that usually handle his patients. And so we were on a floor with nurses who didn't typically have trans people, and I think they were freaked out. And it sucked because like they were like just so like bonkers about it. Like they were up in their own heads and like didn't know how to and it's like we're people. Like,
You know,
just,
maybe it's
like
because of where
people.
I grew up. I'm guessing, right? Like, because I grew up in the DC metro area and like in you know, Brooklyn. But I mean, seeing you know, trans people or you know, any members of the queer community, it's like a regular
But this is in New
occurrence.
York City,
like
though.
like an
This was at
everyday
Lenox
thing.
Hospital.
Huh?
Yeah, no, but this was at Lenox Hospital.
What?
Like, this was in New York City. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess shit was just different in
But
the 80s.
it was
I don't
not
know.
on the floor. Like there was a floor. Yeah, but you know how like it's the thing is that like because trans people have come such a freaking issue, like everybody up their own butts about it. You know what I mean? Like they can't just like treat us like people.
Yeah, but like where did these people grow up that this wasn't a thing when they were growing up?
It was, and they
That,
didn't
it's
care
always
until they
since
were
the
told to
beginning of
care,
humanity.
you know?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why do they think it's something like that just started last week?
I know because they were told that it just started a few years ago.
Like it's
right?
literally part of the human condition.
It's all
to the
Jim Crow
panel that they
Jesus.
still have not grown up.
Hold on one second, Mayhem. What'd you say?
I said it's all Jim Crow Jesus.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
ass. That ass.
That
Jim
and
Crow
the
Jesus.
cooked instant mashed potatoes that's been rebagged. Fucking, I hate it here. I hate it here.
It's just a prison.
Rebagged mashed
spokesperson
potatoes
of how-
is fucking nice.
Yep. That's what they're built like. They're built like rebagged instant mashed
All I
potatoes.
can think of is like when if you put, you know, at fancy restaurants where they put the fucking mashed potatoes in the piping bag.
Yes.
That's all I can think of when you say that.
Exactly. And also, since you guys were talking about hell is much funner than this, and as a spokesperson of hell, you are all welcome.
Yay! Could you imagine electing a president that regularly shits himself and that people don't want to be around because he smells like shit?
You
But they've
ever
been
heard
saying
what
that
Adam
since
Kinzinger
That's why we didn't
said
vote
he
for
smells
Biden,
like?
bruh.
Did you hear what Adam Kinzinger said he smells like?
What?
Oh God.
He was like, I don't know why people don't talk about him more. He stinks so bad. He was like, he smells like, what was the list? He's like, he smells like makeup, and like McDonald's, I think maybe. I gotta look it up now. I gotta look up the list.
Adam
because it was
Kinzinger's
very
list
specific.
of what Trump smells like.
Adam.
Okay, I saw a video. It was of a French stand-up comedian. It was on TikTok and it was subtitled, but it was like he was talking about the first lady of France and how this is a woman who is notorious for like not bathing and just dousing herself in perfume and smoking 4 packs of cigarettes a day. Like this is what she's known for in France. And so they were saying how I just want you all to look at this clip of her smelling Donald Trump and backing away. Like when somebody who is French and the French person is not known for their good hygiene thinks this person is smelly, I should tell you something.
Okay, here it is. Here's Adam Kinzinger's list
Yo,
of
this
what
is
he smells
crazy.
like.
Go ahead.
Armpits, ketchup, makeup, and a little butt. It's probably
That
like
last
that,
part's
all
damn-
mixed up, is what he said.
You the toilet.
Yeah, literally. You the toilet.
You the
A little
By
butt?
Stetson.
There's a little.
And a little butt, not a
The
tiny
shut-
butt, but like a little bit of butt thrown in there.
By
Yeah.
Stetson.
Just a little bit of butt cheek, dude.
We should literally model this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
yeah.
somebody would buy it. I promise you. Anything with his fucking name on it, these field magas will scoop it up. So
Do you know?
He's
Do you know my
Maganitties.
Jones? Do you know my my idea?
What's
For
that?
I don't know if you were on it, but I have a genuine idea for a business
Okay.
where it is it would be under the homeopathic medicine because it's not regulated at all. We would be selling mega make erections great again pills. They it's for
Guaranteed
MAGA
to make you at least bigger than the mushroom cap.
And,
I was just
but
gonna
the thing
say.
is, it won't do that. It's actually just estrogen.
That's amazing.
This is my plan to not only make money off of them, but sabotage.
I mean, they've been accusing us of trying to make people trans.
Okay, you know what's funny? You know what is so funny to me?
They start male lactating, I would fucking die.
There is actually evidence that could be used for like the falling testosterone levels in men and all of the things that they claim like the left is pushing. It's like it comes from plastic.
Mm-hmm.
The thing we want to get rid of and you all don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
I love
Well,
the
there's a-
idea, though, of giving men gynecomastia with a side of
Stop.
leakage.
Yeah.
Call it mantate. Anyways, all right, y'all. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm really fucking leaving now. I'm gonna go get ice cream. I love you guys. I mean that. I swear to God.
Love you,
All
man.
right.
Love
Bye,
you.
guys.
Love you back.
All right. Hey, guys, check on your friends. Everybody who says they're okay is not necessarily okay. Protect your peace at all costs. Take care of your mental health. If you have not yet started your therapy journey, today's an amazing opportunity for you to do so. Eat as healthy as you can. Drink your water. Take whatever medication you're supposed to take. And as always,
Stay dangerous.
Don't forget your 2 protein shakes and coffee.
Be gay, do crimes.
bye.